Alright, so what have you guys missed? I went to Tractor Supply. I got the hitch extension that you guys were saying about, and got another little toolbox because I don't want a big toolbox. All the parts are shipped out minus the steering wheel and that piece there. And I got the cab all cleaned out, so a little bit more organized than it was. Still got to cut this back piece so I can put the seat down, but all that's good. So we're gonna back up to the truck now. We're gonna get the wheels and tires off of that and throw the axle in the bed, throw the transfer case in the bed, and throw the drive shaft all in the bed. And I just bought a new I'm trying to buy a new storage spot so that I can store that. So we're gonna get that, and there we go. We'll get her hooked up. And she's all hooked up, lights, tires are chalked, all the stuff in the bed, all the stuff in this bed. 70 pounds of air. We're good. And she's gonna pull us out. We're gonna take her out that way, since we won't clear this corner here. Alright, had a little casualty with the mirror. Whoops. And we're good. We got it out. So, I just need to get the steering lock down a little better. Get both sides from the front. Now we just need to get it from the opposite side. So, lock it from the back, and then we should be good. So, then we can clear the turn. I gotta grab this out of there, and then all in all, it should work out pretty good. Our tail lights work, but unfortunately we suffered a mirror casualty. Been using this to steer it. Alright, here she is. We got all the wheels. It's all strapped straight, so got one strap, this one for one, pull on the other side, and then two in the back as well. So we're gonna take it just like this. I'm trying to find a storage spot for it now. Truck's not squatting at all. Got the pintle on, should be relatively well. I do want to put a strap across all this before we do head out. I'm just trying to find a place to take it. If I can find somewhere to take it, we'll go today. I'd like to get it out of here. Alright, so while we are sitting and waiting, I want to go over a couple of things with you guys on the load board, because diesel prices have crossed the $5.50 a gallon mark, and actually it's probably even higher than that depending on where the area is, but we're in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, generally where I fill up. Even if I go to New Jersey and try to figure out what the prices are there, it really doesn't go down much more. Like, I think New Jersey was like $5.20. So the thing about it is the rates on the load board are not really going up with the fuel prices. You get occasionally some loads that seem pretty decent, but they don't make sense for the area. So now I'm trying to figure out what works in this area and works with the fuel prices. So I'm still learning the load board. I do understand that I need to get off of the load board and I need to just start figuring out more direct stuff, but it's not really hard to be direct when you're, going cross country and whatnot, but it's super hard to get directs when you're a local driver. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Like, if I'm not home every day, there's other ways to make money. That's just my logic on it. I am doing the best I can to try to get back to work, but these fuel prices are absolutely killer. Like, I remember talking about this before. So before, when I was doing OTR, when I was talking about my fuel and maintenance costs, I was at that 35 cents a mile rate mark because I was running 3,300 miles a week, running OTR, and I didn't have a trailer. Now that I have a trailer, I'm running local, I'm running less miles, even though I'm making, more per mile. It's probably at this point about $1 a mile just to run, like just to go. If I take the turnpike every day, which is what I do because I go out to Pittsburgh, and I go out to New Jersey. Well, the two ways to get out there, you can either go through 78, which takes you a different direction, or you can take the turnpike. And it's like $100-something a day. On top of, if it takes me $700 a day to fill my tanker every other day, it's $350 a day to run. So on top of that, it's over $400 a day to fire the truck up and run it. So that's kind of why I've kind of like sat back and I'm just seeing what YouTube does. And I'm going to be trying to find different types of loads. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different things to try and offset this fuel cost while still trying to work and do what makes sense, which is another reason we're getting rid of the white truck. It's like, at this point, like, it just does not make sense. I wanted a 5,500 in the next year, and if these fuel prices continue the way that they are, I don't know, man. If they start crossing $6, $7, $8 a gallon, there's definitely going to be a lot of out of businesses. I can say that. I am very fortunate that YouTube has done very well for me, and I'm going to try and keep doing what I can do with that and trying to figure out what videos people like. So I'll be trying to do more of those. But it is definitely at this point seeming like, if not for YouTube, it definitely would be like, I would probably, until the prices come back down, I would probably go find something else. That's just how it is right now. I'm fortunate enough to be making money off of that, YouTube, and a couple other things to just keep the money flowing. But I really wanted to do that double your income challenge, pay my debt off this year. Hopefully these prices can come down a little bit and we can try to still shoot for those goals. But it's not looking very promising with these fuel prices. I had a record month in January. I think I did just about $24,000 in revenue in January. And then February came around, I did $8,400. Like, that's a big jump. And then this month, we're already a week in, and I don't know. I mean, we're at the $5,000 mark for the month. If in March, if the things go the way that I need them to go. So we'll see. Hopefully this month we can get that entire white truck parted out and gone. Someone made a good comment. I should mulch some parts and make those little jars, but like Whistle and Diesel did. But I don't think I have the heart to do that. I do want people to be able to get like the main thing, like the frame. I'm sure somebody's crashed a frame somewhere. The cab. I'm sure somebody somewhere needs a cab and a bed. So just little things. But we are fighting these fuel costs. Doing what I can. Like I said, I will get back to like dedicated hotshot as soon as I can physically afford to. It's just one of those things, like, for me to go and run hotshot to break even does not make sense unless YouTube can do really well. So we are going to try to factor that in as well. If we can get back to YouTube paying $4,000 a month, absolutely, it's a go. So, and then YouTube can pay the bills again like it did last year. These guys posted this load up here for $9.81 a mile, Baltimore, Maryland, but it's actually Glencoe, Missouri. Wow, that sucks. That would have been a nice load. I was about to call on it too. So we're still sitting waiting to try to find a spot to put all this stuff. So I'm gonna get like all of this stuff covered up at some point, so that way when it does get stored. Loving the new little toolbox because I was able to get all of, well, let me get in here, all my stuff in there. So it makes it a lot easier. And I can keep the kids in the truck without having to worry about putting them on anything. And it doesn't block my view so much on the fifth wheel, just like my cooler didn't. So I don't know if you guys are having this issue with these Milwaukee batteries too, but at some point, sometime this week, we'll probably tackle the heater core. Now that it's getting warm out, we'll tackle the heater core and get rid of this. And so we're basically going from a Laramie a step down into a Bighorn, which a lot of people are the opposite. They want this dual climate. So I may actually sell the whole dual climate system if anybody is interested in the conversion, but I personally don't like it. So, especially because it's more inferior, I guess. It breaks a lot easier, in other words. Besides that, we'll try this pencil toe technique out. And hopefully it all works well. So all these doors, they're all on with one bolt. You can see one bolt and then they're latched. So I'm going to say I'm going to keep mentioning it with the rising costs, the overhead expenses going up and whatnot. If fuel does happen to hit $6 a gallon, and if it keeps going up the way that it does, I'm going to buy another trailer and lease both of them out. And I know I said that I did not want to lease out my Kaufman trailer, but the way that everything's going, I may actually have to. I'm going to put them on the market for $350 a week, which is about $1,400 a month. And I cover the maintenance, obviously, but if it does hit that, I really hope that I don't have to. but that would be an extra $2,800 a month, and I'm just going to start doing mechanic stuff again, and any occasional power only stuff. I may end up running power only going down south, but we'll see. I really do want to be home every day, so we'll see. We'll see what we have to do to get that going if it comes to that point. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, that might be too expensive," and it's like, if I'm covering maintenance and a driver's grossing $5,000 to $6,000 a week, $350 a week is not all that bad. So especially if somebody's covering maintenance, obviously not going to cover tires, and any damages on the trailer. Like if somebody blows out an axle or something, because it would be their responsibility to say, hey, this is how many miles I drove, let's do the maintenance, and I'll do the maintenance on it. Before I send it out, I want new equalizers and bearings on the trailer before I do that. But nothing's set in stone yet. But if fuel prices do hit $6 a gallon, it's going to get to that point where I'm probably going to have to start leasing trailers out. But that would generate about $2,800 a month in revenue on top of YouTube. So we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I really hope this stuff comes down. But seriously, it does suck. All right, so I apologize for dragging this out, but we finally found a spot for this for $68 a month. So if I can get it parted out completely in a month or two, it'll only cost me like $140, something like that, but with the $20 fee. We're gonna park it at the top of the driveway. I gotta ship out the Hydro Boost setup tomorrow, so I'm gonna grab that for the AM. I gotta ship. There was something in the back here. The steering wheel I gotta ship out tomorrow as well. So anything else, I want to get this covered so that it doesn't get ruined. But all in all, it's just plastic and whatnot. So this is in fairly good condition, very good condition. We'll also get the drive shaft covered and everything. But maybe next time I'll probably move that up 2 notches. I didn't want to do that because that's actually the perfect height for the car trailer. But this won't fit on the car trailer now. But yeah, tomorrow you will see us tow it. It's 33 minutes away. So we will have to take the highway. So I want to get that stuff secured and that stuff all strapped down. And then we'll throw a tarp over it, which all should be good. We got all 8 lug nuts on it. We have the tires blown up to 70, 75-ish. And then we also need to go, I noticed this, our DOT inspection has expired, 2021. So I need to go get an inspection done and need to get my truck inspected as well. So that sucks. Didn't realize this was out in January. Good thing we didn't get any. Pull that off. I'm gonna have to get rid of that, but get rid of that. You guys had mentioned that you don't need to pay somebody to get an inspection, so we'll do that. So also going to be taking the name off of the side of the truck because the people who know me need that, or really already know that, so I'm just going to take that off. So less suspicious with DOT officers. They see this and then yeah, we'll get rid of that. And probably going to have to order some new mirrors because I broke this one. Just the light. I might just have to order a light, but I kind of hit it off the garage door looking at the other side. Not a big deal, but it still works and everything. But the light itself, whoopsies, you can see broke the screw out of there, and yeah, not a big deal. Oh yeah, destroyed that. Whatever, not a big deal. For anybody that missed it, alright, let's get little Miss Piggy over here all situated. I'll grab that piece. Hopefully the air lets me drop it far enough. I think this actually needs more than just that little amount. Who says 2-wheel drive trucks can't party? Look at that. Had to ride the shoulder with my open rear. Nothing on this side. Yeah, open rear, so it did it. So the suspension did not turn at all, so that's good. It means we are ready for our maiden voyage tomorrow. So, there we go. So, if the rear suspension doesn't drop it enough for me to get it out. I realized all I have to do is take these 24s off and this will just slide out from underneath of it. So I have like 70 pounds in the bags right now. So we'll get it dropped. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the e-brake off and make sure all of the pressure, there we go. Get all the pressure on those as possible. So now the only thing holding this thing up is those wheel chocks. Obviously both sides. I need to go get some chains for tomorrow as well, because this is legal except for the fact that we don't have chains. So I need to go get chains for it tomorrow and then it'll be legal. Well, there she is. Pretty much, guys, it's basically just going to be a bunch of update videos for a while until I get back into the groove of things. Hopefully get back into hotshot here soon, because I'm really tired for the day. Don't feel like doing anything. But the suspension, it's been locked, so like it moves ever so slightly. Like you can see, it's turned ever so slightly, but it's fine. It's not gonna it's not like it's gonna go lock to lock. So that's perfect. And yeah, so tomorrow we'll grab it. I'm gonna try to get this higher tomorrow and maybe put it on the top ledge. That way it's, you know, a little higher, but it's got a good drive to go tomorrow. But besides that, hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry, you know, videos might be a little boring for the next couple, but it is what it is. People may argue the videos are always boring. That's just, you know, that's just how it always is. Sorry for that, but we will get back into the swing of things here soon, and life will be all right. You know, we'll get there. Hopefully I don't have to start leasing out trailers this soon, because I would like to do it at some point, but the plan wasn't to do it this early. I really wanted to, you know, get back to work and not have to fight high fuel costs, but it is what it is.